Most of us have had bad roommates at one time or another, but here's hoping you've never had to deal with a person like this. Footage shows a temporary resident at a home in Southern California attempting to get inside of the house. When his code fails to work, he begins jumping against the door in a frantic attempt to knock it off its hinges. Unfortunately for those inside, it opens up and he's able to enter. Though it isn't clear from this angle, this man has just crashed his car into the side of the house, the classic beginning of a violent rampage. The next time we see the man, he's walking through the home carrying a pickaxe, which he begins to use on a door after missing several times. You can hear the poor man inside screaming for help, but it does nothing to stop the crazed man. Finally, he's able to do enough damage to the door to get inside. Fortunately, the roommate manages to subdue the now exhausted individual, allowing enough time for the authorities to arrive. It's clearly an example of a mental health emergency, but it's a good thing nobody was hurt, unless you count the doors. Many people travel to see the sights and experience different cultures. Tourists who attend this sacred ceremony in Bali were treated to a different kind of spectacle. Midway through the show, a naked woman climbed the stage where the dancers were performing and ascended the stairs before barging through the golden doors. This was definitely not part of the script, but the show must go on. And the ceremony continued while the woman was escorted back to the audience where she began praying in the nude. A very bizarre sight which some commentators say was the result of mental illness, while others suspect that the woman was on some type of drug.
Yep, I can say that. I am gonna destroy Glenn's life if you don't get out of his house now. Get out of my... Get out of here! Go! 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 Out of here! Go! Out of here! Go!
Living next to someone who suffers from mental health issues can be challenging. According to the uploader of this video, a schizophrenic man believed that he was being watched by federal agents who were holed up in his neighbor's house. After checking out his neighbor's truck, he strolls up to the house, but before he can gain access, he's met by the owner, who has clearly had enough. The owner beats the man and forces him off his porch.
I didn't do a goddamn thing.
Get out of here now!
I can't knock on your door. You're going to prison.
Door, I got you on camera, you...
Yeah,
Go!
You're going to prison.
Go!
You're paying.
Cops are on the way.
On camera. Everything's on camera. Go erase it. Go erase it, scumbag. You're going to jail tonight, and I'm ruining your life. I'm destroying your life. I'm ruining you. I'm ruining you. You just assaulted the me
You're
on
damn right I
camera.
did.
On camera because I was knocking on your door.
There's a standoff as the homeowner threatens to call the cops, but this only escalates the situation.
No, I'm not leaving. Nope. Phil refuses.
Come on up here
to
again.
leave.
Come on up here again.
To leave. Phil refuses to leave. Phil refuses to
Hey,
leave.
911.
Till
This guy up here in Greenwich Road is smashing my truck. Smashing my truck. Bill Carpenter smashing my truck.
The man in the colorful pants grabs a rock and heads towards the house a second time. He's scared off when the homeowner emerges with a baton, but he then sets his sights back on the truck. He proceeds to smash the windshield before picking up the rock and smashing other windows. The cops are finally called, and the owner's threat to shoot the guy hopefully resulted in a quick response.
Send them now. I'm gonna shoot the son of a...
She won't let me on the bus for some reason. Okay. She told me to back up for a cigarette, and I wasn't the only one smoking over here. Okay. And then she said I can't get on the bus for some reason, and my appointment's in 30 minutes. I have to be on there.
Come over here and sit down. Take a seat.
I have to be on there. Okay. I have to get places. I'm a homeless.
Take a breath. Take a breath. It's gonna be okay.
No, it's not.
We can.
No, it's not.
You're being audio video recorded, just so you know.
I don't care.
Okay.
I do not care.
Being a bus driver really is a thankless task at times. In 2023, police were called to an incident where a homeless man became enraged after being asked to step away from a bus because he was smoking a cigarette. The man claims he was unfairly targeted by the driver because two other people were also smoking.
She got to do with me! Because she's a woman! I'm gonna punch
Take
me
a breath.
first!
Take a breath.
That's not okay! She has no right to treat me like that! I have places to be, things to do! I have no choice but to take the bus! And she's gonna force me to take the next one and I'm gonna be late! Which means I'm not gonna get shit done! Which means it's not gonna be okay! Because of a cigarette! A cigarette that two other people were smoking at the same spot!
It's apparent he may be suffering from mental issues as he claims he was on his way to pick up some medication and desperately needs to catch the bus. However, his outburst at the driver's request is now delaying him and the others from traveling anyway.
So tell me what happened, and do you have video of it?
Probably.
Okay, perfect.
He was standing over there and he lit a cigarette, and I asked him to step down there to smoke a cigarette, and he just ignored me. And I turned around, and then I turned back around, and I said, "Oh, it's not even lit." And then I saw him puffing on it, realized it was lit. I said, "Could you please step down so the smoke doesn't come on my bus?
Right.
Could you please step down there?" And it kind of went south from there.
Okay.
You know, he started getting hostile.
What did he say? Or do you remember something that he said, or?
Something to the effect of, something to the effect of he didn't have to. I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what
Did he make any threats or anything to you? Or?
Well, after a few minutes, I shut the door because I didn't want the smoke coming in.
Yeah.
And after a few minutes, he said something about he was going to be getting on this bus, and I don't remember if I responded. I don't think I responded because the doors were shut. I was trying to just not respond.
An interview with the bus driver confirms that she was just trying to prevent smoke from entering her vehicle, but now the entire situation has been overblown.
Yeah, you're under arrest right now, alright?
For what?
For vandalism. Let's go over to my car. Here, pop your cigarette down.
Why?
Pop your cigarette, because I don't want to smell it. Pop your cigarette down.
I am.
Come on, man.
Since you don't want to listen.
You just pop it down. There you go.
You're smoking it!
Yeah, I told you to pop it down.
I don't give a f***!
Okay. Well,
It's not my fault!
where are you going?
To your car!
My car's over here.
I didn't know that! I'm just trying to get to an appointment! Just trying to get to an appointment!
There you go.
I'm just trying to get to an appointment!
Do you have any weapons or anything?
No, I don't! I gotta pick up my medication!
Relax.
Separate your feet. Separate your feet. There you go. Take a breath.
I'm just trying to get to an an appointment because of a cigarette.
Relax.
And I wasn't even the only one. She let that other line.
Stop.
As the homeless man's behavior becomes more erratic, officers decide he won't be getting on the bus after all, but he will be getting a ride in the police car. Of course, this news doesn't go down well.
Partner.
I just gotta get to an appointment.
This isn't gonna help.
You're arresting me for something she did. She let that other line.
Okay. I've arrested him before for beating the hell out of the cashier at 7-Eleven.
The man starts screaming and hitting his head against the inside of the police car. Officers then give the man a helmet so that he can't hurt himself on the way to the station. Hopefully, he was finally able to get the help and medication he needs. What happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object? Nobody gets tacos.
Somebody cutting in front of somebody, taking advantage of the situation. No, I'm not. I'm calling the police because what you did is wrong.
Oh my God, it's Taco Bell. It's Taco Bell. Like, everyone's gonna eat.
But how she just gonna cut in front of somebody?
It's okay, just let her go.
It don't matter.
It's not worth your energy. It's not worth it.
That's what the problem is. People ought to respect other people. You just don't.
I know, don't waste your time on her. She's obviously just not gonna help the problem.
Selfish. That's why I asked my fucking lunch. She was already.
Dude, you guys are trying to get Taco Bell. Like, give me a break.
Yeah, that's the problem. She's doing that.
Can I eat my dinner? Can you? I know she's being down on one mood. Can you just
I'm calling the police on her because what she's doing is wrong.
When you do, hopefully she's gonna be in there, so she won't be able to go anywhere. But could you maybe like back up so we could all turn in there, or just? I'll let you go in front of me.
She blocked me. She came in. She drove in and tried to make a turn when I was already.
No, I'll just let her go and I'll let you cut in front of me.
And the lady in front of me seen it. Did you not see what she did?
Literally, just let her go and you can go in front of me. Like, don't. She's a waste of your time. Don't even waste your energy on her. Nobody cares. You guys are acting like 12-year-olds. Jeez. Can somebody back up so I can eat my dinner?
I don't even want to eat dinner.
Can you back up then? If you're not hungry, are you guys kidding me?
She didn't back up. I'm not eating.
Who's gonna step up and not act like a 12-year-old right now?
She can back up. I'm not moving.
These two women got into the pettiest of arguments at a Taco Bell parking lot in San Diego when one driver supposedly cut in front of the other. Neither lady was willing to move out of principle, inconveniencing everyone who was just trying to get home or get some food. Eventually, the Taco Bell employees are forced to come out of the restaurant and play the role of adult. This breaks the deadlock, and then, typically right after the situation has been resolved, the police turn up. Great.
They called the cops. God. They actually called the police.
Thieves stealing from ATMs has been a problem for gas stations and banks ever since the devices were first invented. However, it's rare that you see a theft of the cash machine itself. This footage from Chicago shows a group of men brazenly walking into a convenience store and violently shaking the ATM until it falls to the ground. Once it does, a third person holds the door while the men wrestle it free and drag it to the back seat of their waiting car. The incident happened in the middle of the night, but took less than 2 minutes to pull off.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to leave, I'm sorry.
The mafia won't get what they want.
Ma'am, you're gonna have to
The
leave.
mafia won't get what they want, I guarantee it. How much is the new one?
Don't worry. You're gonna have to leave.
The mafia won't get what they want unless I leave here with the new
You're
phone.
gonna have to.
This recording shows a woman losing it at a Verizon counter. She can be heard wanting a new phone, so presumably she might want a replacement for her device. But for unclear reasons, the store isn't able to accommodate her wish and therefore ask her to try another store.
You're gonna make me go further away to pay double?
Ma'am, I need you to keep your
Where the f*** is the other Verizon store? I guarantee you, devil, the mafia what they want. And the other Verizon store, this number's on my PO box.
Your voice.
Okay. The other Verizon store, you
Okay.
Where is it?
Next door at the mall. Go.
This apparently sets her off, and after a heated debate with the staff, she finally blows her top off. The outrage obviously startles the whole store, and she's escorted out while stomping her feet like a child. "41-year-old Icelandic poker player John Johnson traveled to Dublin to participate in the Dublin Poker Festival. On February 9th, 2019, after a night of gaming, he was last seen in the Bonington Hotel around 11:05 a.m. CCTV footage captured him strolling along Swords Road, appearing relaxed and alone, with his phone, wallet, and passport left behind in his hotel room. Since then, he has not been seen again. Over 270 lines of inquiry, numerous statements, and hours of CCTV footage have been reviewed, but John's whereabouts remain unknown. Anonymous letters have suggested his disappearance might be linked to a case of mistaken identity involving criminal elements, but searches, such as those in Straney Park, have yielded no new information. In March 2025, the Irish police force enlisted the help of Europol and are appealing for any information that might shed a light on his disappearance.
He hasn't left me alone since the last block, dude. I'm just trying to get to work, man.
No manches, que se ponga más ropa y que de repente solta. Come on.
Dude, you gotta leave me.
A little sweet before she told me to respect you.
Give me the. You just leave me alone, dude.
What are you doing with that phone?
Because you're following me.
Here's another video of a man in downtown LA who people claim was following women and harassing them.
If I have to make a police report,
you will lose your phone before the police got here.
Nah, sir.
I swear to God.
You better get the away from me.
Look, I'll put it on.
Get away from me. Hey, don't touch me! Don't touch me!
In one case, he even threatened to rape one of them. He doesn't seem to be taking the accusations very seriously, and even has the guts to approach the poor girl.
Hey, help me, lady, please!
Get up on the phone. Play the victim. Boy, that's my.
You want it?
Yes.
Take it.
No, watch out. Vaya. iPhone.
Dude, leave me alone, man. I don't even know you.
Though it's clear that some sort of struggle occurs at the end, the camera is unfortunately covered at this point. Some eagle-eyed viewers suggested that the placement of his coat on his waist might be hiding the fact that he's exposing himself. Gross. In this case, the thief isn't too short, he's just too clumsy. Upon walking into the store, he accidentally drops the gun on the counter, allowing the clerk to pick it up and point it right back at him. Even though the footage is grainy, you can clearly make out the smile on the clerk's lips as he sends this bumbling bandit out the door. This digger isn't being used for construction work, it's being used to commit a crime. In the early hours of April 7th, 2019, a group of masked individuals in Dungiven County, Londonderry, executed a bold ATM theft. They stole a digger from a nearby construction site, drove it through a security gate, and used it to rip an ATM from the wall of a gas station. The entire operation took just over 4 minutes. Once the ATM was dislodged, they loaded it into a van with a hole cut out of the roof, allowing the machine to protrude from the top. The digger was left at the scene, and the van sped away into the night. The incident was part of a series of similar thefts in the region, with police suspecting multiple gangs, possibly linked to paramilitary groups, behind the spat of ATM robberies.
Emergency video.
This driver was having a rough day, but how did they end up in the trees? I'll give you a clue. 2 words. Both words start with the letter R. No, it wasn't rampaging rhinos. It was road rage. Our driver wasn't the perpetrator, though. They were the recipient.
Pick up power only loads. Emergency video. Emergency video. Easy check-ins. Emergency video. So when you're done, emergency video.
While driving down the road, we see another car veer into view, and the driver of the car in front starts acting like a maniac. They brake check our driver several times and swerve towards them, blocking the road and flipping them off out of the window. The crazy driving continues until the lunatic swerves into our driver's lane again, causing them to crash and end up in the forest.
Relay.amazon.com, and we'll keep you hauling this season. Emergency video.
Stuck in debt and looking for a long-term solution. Tackle new challenges each day. And a career that will grow with you.
Emergency video. Emergency video.
This is why it's a good idea to have a dash cam. It came in very useful for charging the mad driver, who was charged with reckless driving, endangering the welfare of an individual, and driving under the influence. That last one explains a lot. A mother in Ohio has reportedly been charged with murder after the body of her 8-year-old son was found in the attic of their family home. Martonio Wilder was found at the property in Columbus on Friday, June 28th, shortly before an Amber Alert was issued for his 2 brothers, who were later found safe and placed in the custody of Franklin County Children's Services. The child's mother, LaShonda Wilder, 32, first called police to her house in Olmsted Avenue around 12 p.m., telling them she hadn't seen Martino since the night before.
Please, can I get a school to hear my 8-year-old son run away last night?
Okay, ma'am, you said 1044 Olmsted?
Yes, please.
You said he ran away last night?
Yes, I got up. We just got up. But like 5 minutes ago, we came looking for it. And he's not in my house. He's not in my house, please. He did it before. Martonio.
You said Martonio?
Martonio, yes, it was like R-T-O-N-I-O. Oh my God, please. Wilder, W-I-L-D-E-R.
8-year-old, what does he look like? Is he white, black, Hispanic? What's he wearing?
He's black. He's black. I don't know what he's wearing. I think his red and black Nikes are missing. I don't know what he had on. Nobody said he leave.
So what's going on? Guessing it's going to be 8 years old, male black, dark skin male black with a fade. There's no forced entry to the rear door in this house. The missing is an 8-year-old male black, and he was last seen about 9:30, 10 o'clock last night when everybody went to bed. Mom woke up this morning around, what time did she say? About 11:45. Noticed that, her one son was gone. The rear door on the house was open. Mom says he has done this several times before. Mom is hysterical, and son does take medicine for ADHD. Didn't notice anything suspicious. I did clear the house. Didn't notice any suspicious things inside the house. No signs of forced entry. And I got units circulating the area right now for the juvenile.
A missing persons advisory for the boy was issued, and a canine search was conducted around the neighborhood. Meanwhile, LaShonda and her girlfriend, Johanna Lowe, 33, left with the other 2 children without informing the police of their whereabouts. LaShonda and Johanna reportedly turned themselves in on Saturday after the police discovered Martino's body and spent a day trying to locate them.
Got
got some guard dogs in there.
I'm coming out. I'm coming out.
Okay, come on out, dude.
Yes,
You miss slow?
Alright, dude.
Okay. I'm gonna put your hands behind your back, palms together like you're praying. I'm gonna detain you in handcuffs, okay? You got shoes on, dear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Step over here with me.
Alright.
Okay. Well, what we're gonna do is we're not gonna ask you really any questions. That'll be for the detectives, okay?
Lashanda's brother told the media that his sister is evil, adding that she has anger issues throughout her life. He also said her sons were happiest when they weren't with her. Anyone who's ever been robbed will tell you it's a terrifying experience. In this footage, you can see a couple of men approaching a person on a scooter or motorcycle and holding them up with a couple of large metal poles. After several moments of discussion, the victim finally gives up their keys. Fortunately, Vietnamese authorities caught and prosecuted the robbers. Still, can you imagine being held up by a team of medieval jousters? In 2016, West Midlands Police released previously unseen CCTV footage from a fatal incident that took place at a pub in Birmingham, England. David Weaver, a 45-year-old father, tragically lost his life following a violent altercation at the Hare and Hounds pub on November 22, 2008. He was attending a family memorial event when a fight erupted, spilling onto the street. Weaver sustained severe head injuries during a brawl and was later found unresponsive opposite the pub. Despite medical efforts to save him, he succumbed to his injuries. Detectives were hoping that the previously unseen footage would help them to track down the individuals responsible, but despite their efforts, David's killer, or killers, have not yet been brought to justice. The case remains open, and authorities urge witnesses or those with any knowledge of the events to come forward.
Please stop your baby from crying. I've just done a full night shift and I really just need some peace and quiet to go to sleep.
Probably that's going to take baby quiet.
But
you understand, it's newborn baby.
I understand.
Just shut him up when you want to, but no.
I know, I understand that, but it's constant. It's constant from as soon as I get home all day.
I'm trying my best to get the baby to sleep and to settle her when I can.
Listen, I completely get you. From one mum to another, I get it. My son is now 5, but honestly, he didn't cry like this.
Here's a question for you. What should you do if you just worked a full night shift and you can't get any sleep because the baby next door won't stop crying? This woman tried to tackle the problem by confronting the mother. She seems reasonable enough, but so does the mother, who says she's trying her best to calm the baby.
I'm trying my absolute best and I don't need to worry about other people and whether they're getting sleep or not when I'm worried.
I know,
about
but I just need some sleep.
You must understand what it's like to be trying to get into
I
a
do,
new
but why
routine with
now?
your baby.
It surely should be in a routine by now. It's been going on so long.
Just keep your windows closed and get some.
It's not the same though, is it? It's not the same. I just need some sleep. I'm absolutely worn out. I've done 5 nights I've done in a row and I'm done now.
I'm exhausted myself. I'm exhausted with this, trying my best. I don't need to worry about your lack of sleep.
Perhaps it's time to invest in a pair of earplugs. Or is there a better way to make sure everyone gets their beauty sleep? As we've mentioned, bikers are much more vulnerable than cars in road rage situations. In this incident, a motorcyclist got very angry with the driver and decided to hit his window with his helmet. The driver, furious, responded by ramming the biker, knocking him off the bike and destroying it. Not satisfied with what he had done, he went back to ram the bike again and make sure it was completely wrecked.
Não falei? Não falei? Agora ele pode.
Vai! Pô, como você fala um bagulho desse, mano? Sai, seu Lazarei! Acertou a minha cara! Pô, como você fala minha cara? Acertou minha cara, seu Lazarei! Acertou minha cara, seu... Ergue agora, seu maldito! Ergue agora! Ergue, seu... Ergue, seu Lazarei! Você me deu um capacete, seu Lazarei!
Vai bater, mano.
Para de filmar, para de filmar.
Ele vai bater, mano. Tira, vai. Não, não.
Vai na minha frente onde atropelar, seu Lazarei!
After that, he tried several more times, even attempting to run over the motorcyclist. Honestly, people like this shouldn't have a driver's license. Here's another head-scratcher of an incident where, for reasons unknown, someone decided to go on a rampage in a store. A video has popped up showing a man totally losing it inside a supermarket, violently tossing and smashing items off the shelves. It looks like he was out to wreck as much as he could. The footage catches him hitting the beverage aisle, where he starts opening bottles and dumping their contents all over the floor.
Whoa! Oh. I am black. Love it.
Where's the place?
She loves it.
It's a mystery what set off such destructive behavior, but watching him methodically ruin products definitely makes you wonder what was going through his mind. A 38-year-old father from Cardiff in Wales had been out drinking at bars and chatting to women, but none of them were interested. Frustrated, he left the bars and scoured the streets for a victim. He soon saw a student walking home and decided to tail her. What happened next was terrifying. The man, identified as Anthony Guy, led her to a secluded area and savagely assaulted her. The woman sustained injuries to her knees and back, but managed to walk home where she called for help. Guy was identified and arrested. At Cardiff Crown Court, the judge called him the stuff of nightmares and sentenced him to 12 years in prison. The Jewish man in this clip is also seemingly unhappy with this journey. We don't know why, but he really doesn't like the doors and windows on this bus. After smashing one pane of glass, he returns to pick up his drink.
יוסי די! תירגע! יוסי אתה לא רגוע! יוסי אתה מגזים!
Then he comes back for some more door demolition, though he's not quite as destructive the second time around. Was it something the driver said? I guess we'll never know. Welcome to Whitehall, Arkansas. This isn't exactly the most prized state in the Union, but this seems pretty innocent. It's just a Hummer with a coffin strapped to the roof. I mean, is there a better way to get a coffin home from the store? At least it didn't have anyone in it, we think.
Well, we need to turn down. You want to turn the music down? Loud enough to get citation.
On April 11th, 2021, in Lima, Ohio, a group of teenagers gathered in the parking lot of a Taco Bell on Allentown Road, blasting music loud enough to rattle the chalupas inside. Officer Justin Wireman, who happened to be in the drive-thru, heard the commotion and asked the teens to lower the volume. Instead of compliance, he was met with profanities.
Hey, this one right here. I'll take your ID. I ain't got no ID. Well, then you're coming with me. Put your phone down. Stop. Stop. Don't stop. Bro, what you are? Stop. Better stay back. Stay back, I will tase you. Stay back. What are you Stay back. This is what you put on arrest.
He's not for what?
We're taking more units. Get back now.
He's 17. That's a minor.
That's called curfew.
It's a minor.
It's called curfew.
Okay.
So he's out after curfew.
So you ain't gotta test him like that.
Stay back.
Put your
right. Stay back down. Yes, I will go invasive. Stay back down. Get back down.
Don't put your on him like that.
Get back. It's curfew. Okay. You're under arrest. Go now. Go now. You're under arrest. Hands you. Arrest him.
Hey, get this shit on video, bro.
You be disorderly.
Get this shit on video. Bro, don't touch me like that, nigga. How am I getting this order? Look at
Quit resisting.
Get this shit on video.
Quit resisting.
Get this shit.
Stay back. Hey, Wireman, arrest him. He resisted his arrest.
Get my phone. Carlos, get my phone.
You got his hands in his pocket. Get your hand out.
When backup arrived, the situation escalated. One teen, Jose Maldonado III, resisted arrest and was subsequently tased by Officer Scott Ludick. An independent investigation later deemed the use of the taser justified, citing Maldonado's active resistance and obstruction of official duties. Maldonado faced charges of resisting arrest and obstructing official business. Another individual, Carlos Maldonado, was charged with similar offenses. A third person, Dawson Brown, received a citation for a noise violation. Boys love their toys, but in this case, it seems like they might end up losing them for good. This footage shows a group of men on dirt bikes and four-wheelers attempting to intimidate a man in a red jacket who is apparently being protected by the police.
Isso aqui é Califórnia.
At one point, the man on the four-wheeler simply runs over the guy, knocking him against a metal pole.
Matou o cara, olha. Atropelou o cara.
The police attempt to intervene, but there's simply not much they can do while on foot. Fortunately, another cop is in hot pursuit.
So they just threw a soda at you?
Yeah, she threw a big ass cup of orange pop. It's all over.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
But my partner was saying on video, like, you throw something at them first.
I did throw some water.
Oh, you threw some water at them first? Okay, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know why they would throw soda at you.
It didn't hit her, though. It did not hit her.
That's fine. Okay.
It didn't hit nobody.
All right, well, you're going to be placed under arrest, okay?
Okay.
So they were just mad because you said it was a 4-piece?
Yes, they got that angry over a 4-piece nugget.
This law and crime footage shows an altercation at a Burger King escalating into police involvement because one customer gets mad over her chicken nuggets order, of all things.
Is everyone okay?
We were actually behind the car. We were behind the car.
Was it in the drive-thru?
Yeah.
He came in here. They just start acting crazy. These people, and she's. I'm so. Like,
take a breath, you're okay.
Take a deep breath.
We were behind the car.
Are you injured at all?
He hit me in my head with this thing right there. They threw this racket thing at me. They threw trays at me.
Were they back here?
No, they was
right here. They took these trays off and they slung them at her. They threw drinks in the door.
Okay.
They hit another lady back there too.
They hit you in the head with that stuff?
He threw the cookie thing and I tried to block it, but he hit me out.
What was he mad about?
So the girl asked me for a 4-piece nugget. She asked for a value nugget and I said that's the 4-piece nugget. She was like, why do I want to pay $4 and something for a 4-piece nugget when I could get an 8-piece nugget for the thing? I said, I was just bringing up what you said, which was the value nugget. And so she was like, never mind, I'm going to come up there with my order. I get up. Whatever it is that they had, this is his cup too. Whatever it is that they had in their hand, they took it and threw it in.
They threw sanitizer at us. They threw sanitizer at us.
Give me a minute, please.
And then she threw her drink at me. I threw her drink back at her.
When they were throwing stuff, were they in the drive-thru?
Both in the drive-thru and in here. So she comes around, she gets out her car. They're like, come on, let's fight. I was like, girl, I'm not about to fight you over some nuggets. You can get out of here with that. Take your mess out of here. I was like, come on, let's fight. Let's do this.
The female customer gets questioned by the police for throwing drinks at a Burger King employee and challenging her to fight because of the amount of nuggets she received. The customer even took the pain to go from the drive-thru into the store just to fight the worker.
So I left the grocery store. I stopped at Burger King to get my kids some nuggets. So I'm in the drive-thru and I asked for nuggets. The lady on the intercom with an attitude, that's not what you said. You said it, so they left us sitting in the drive-thru forever. So I'm like, I got to the window, I was like, just cancel my order. I don't want it no more because you rude, you in customer service, you don't talk to people like that. And she, look, I don't got time for this. She threw a whole, you see all this pop all over my car. She threw pop inside of my car, wet my daughter up, wet my young kids in the back seat. So I got upset and I was like, no, you're not gonna do that. So I pulled into the front. The young guy came out saying he the manager. I was like, so you let your workers do stuff like this, just throw pop and expect nobody not to do nothing back? I was like, no, that's not how it worked. I was like, I'm calling the police. I said, I'm reporting y'all. I was like, and I'll mess around and beat this lady. I'm not gonna lie, I did say that. I didn't even get food. I didn't get anything. I told them, no. I said, I don't want my order. I don't want nothing.
So they just
she threw a big ass cup of orange pop. It's all over my car.
I see that.
Yeah.
Well, my partner was saying on video, like, you throw something at them first.
I did do some water.
You do some water?
Yeah.
That's what I'm just trying to figure out. I don't know why they would throw soda.
It didn't hit her though. It did not hit her. Yeah, it didn't hit nobody.
arrested though.
Okay.
Appreciate you being nice and cooperative.
Over $5 chicken nuggets. Imagine that. In the early hours of July 30th, 2015, 25-year-old Stephen McCrell, a professional poker dealer from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, vanished without a trace. Earlier that night, he had been enjoying drinks with his friends at Lucky's Tavern. At approximately 1:30 a.m., Stephen left the bar, entering his white 2013 Ford Fusion, and was last seen around 2:32 a.m. at Valero gas station in Pompano Beach. Surveillance footage shows him inside the store, appearing disoriented and later engaging in a brief altercation with occupants of a passing car. Following this, Stephen's vehicle is seen leaving the parking lot, with the other car following closely behind. Stephen and his vehicle have never been found. The case remains unsolved, leaving his family and friends in a state of uncertainty and longing for answers.
You whizzed past me, missed the front end of my car by this much.
No, I did not. You were by the call box, and I go by the
Go
paper.
away.
Excuse me! Do not touch my bag!
Remember what we said about road rage? It's truly shocking how far some people will go to get revenge on people they feel wronged them on the road. In this instance, several youngsters had a near accident with an older man in the neighborhood.
Hi.
Hi. I think, is this your car parked up front?
Yeah, that.
Excuse me, sir, can I talk to you for a second? This is my girlfriend.
Sorry?
This is my girlfriend.
Okay, good. Because she's the one that cut me off and almost hit the front end of my car.
Okay, it doesn't make it okay for you to cut her back off? Almost hit her car.
I didn't almost hit
Scare
her.
her. No. Hey, it's not okay, man. That's
You're right.
not cool.
You're right. Tell her not to drive like that.
Flipping someone off like that isn't okay, bro.
You know what?
I did not almost hit your car. You were on the curb.
She didn't even realize she cut you off.
Past you, next to you, by the
Look,
beeper.
I opened the gate. Okay? Is this right? I'm starting to roll forward. You whizzed past me, missed the front end of my car by this much. Okay? Did you?
No, I did not. You were by the call box, and I go by the
Go
beeper.
away.
After about 20 minutes, they found the man and confronted him at his home because he gave them the finger.
Hey,
go away.
When he turned to walk away, they pushed him roughly to the ground. Luckily, he was not too injured. Short people get no respect sometimes. In this case, a young robber attempts to hold up an employee or a visitor at a convenience store, pointing a gun right at his head. However, the man immediately sizes the thief up, no pun intended, and simply walks away. The best part of all is the slow, sad walk away the pint-sized perpetrator does after he's denied. Someone should put the sad Charlie Brown music over that one. In Houston, an elderly woman was making a routine stop at a Wells Fargo and Bel Air Boulevard. She withdraws some cash, probably thinking about groceries or bills. Unbeknownst to her, a red SUV is tailing her all the way back to her apartment complex. Surveillance footage captures an awful scene. The SUV pulls behind her, A man in all black hops out, opens her passenger door, and snatches her purse, all while she's still in the car. Then he bolts back to the SUV and speeds off. The kicker? The SUV had fake plates, making it harder to trace. This tactic, known as jugging, is where criminals stake out banks and follow customers to rob them. At least now he's the one being hunted by the police.
Crazy people in this morning. You're telling me to get up my chair? You get a mask on? You're gonna ham on your head. Alright, you're gonna ham on your head. That's cool. Ham for like you speak English?
Public transport is where you meet all sorts of weird and wonderful people. On a streetcar in Toronto, this man was gunning for a creep of the week by annoying everyone on board. According to the uploader of the footage, he started filming after the man made rude comments directed towards a young woman and then started being racist. In the 2 minutes captured on video, the guy calls someone a loser for wearing a mask and asks the guy holding the phone if he speaks English.
Are you filming me? Really? Are you filming me? Are you filming me? No, don't film me, man. Don't film me, man. I'll put the phone. No, yeah. Put the phone down before I
The guy then notices he's being filmed and stays classy by flipping the bird and threatening the cameraman to stop filming. He even has the lack of self-awareness to say the guy filming is the one being creepy. It's people like this who make me think twice before getting on a public bus. This is probably the worst thing you can ever steal. This woman was caught shamelessly stealing from a tip jar. She doesn't even seem to care. She just walks in, steals, and then continues as if nothing happened.
A tip jar. This lady is putting the money in her pocket out of the tip jar. Oh my God. I know you lying. At the Chinese restaurant. Oh my God. She put all that money in her pocket. Are you freaking serious right now? Are you serious right now? Wow. Wow. There's no way. Tip jar empty.
Honestly, the person filming and not doing anything to stop her or alert the employees should be ashamed too. One of the most famous shootings in recent history actually happened on a movie set. The shooting happened during the filming of Rust, when Alec Baldwin pulled the trigger on a gun that ended up killing a cinematographer named Helena Hutchins, who was working on the movie. Body cam footage from first responders shows them responding to Hutchins and attempting to provide medical attention.
We need where you at? A seal. Do you have a seal? A seal? A seal.
Deep breath, Helena. There you go. Deep breath, Helena.
Deep breath.
Be okay.
Good girl. Good girl.
Okay. There you go. Good girl.
You got it?
Hey, sit. Can you take over that?
She was airlifted to the hospital but sadly passed away shortly after.
I do have some very unfortunate news to tell you. She didn't make it. Yeah. So Joel's still at the hospital, but the other person involved didn't make it.
Other footage shows the moment the gun actually went off.
You touched me! You not touch me! What did you say? What did you say? What did you say? I heard what you said.
When they're not causing trouble by jumping in the water, tourists in Venice are making a scene by shouting at restaurant workers. This woman was filmed yelling at a manager who tried to tempt her to dine at his establishment. According to the uploader, the lady said no and then started screaming at him, which is when they started recording. Is anyone else thinking of canceling their trip to Italy? I know I am. It's truly upsetting just how many of these disturbing encounters involve people attacking or preying on the elderly. Unfortunately, they make for easy victims in a lot of circumstances. This video shows an older man walking down the street near Baldwin Park in California. At first, it seems like the dog is barking at him in order to scare him, but it appears the pup might have been trying to warn him instead. Out of nowhere, a man jumps out of a parked car and punches the innocent pedestrian in the head. The older man manages to get up, at which point the assailant goes full MMA mode, dancing around as if he's challenging the dazed man to fight back. Luckily, the man was apprehended and the victim was released with minor injuries.
You chose to be a destroyer, right? It's okay, fine. You hold this, take this with you. All I wanted was conversation. That's it.
On August 6, 2022, in Oklahoma City, 29-year-old Francois Littlejohn went live on social media moments before taking his own life and the lives of his 3 young children. The father of 3 left his home with his children in the car and parked in a local neighborhood at 4:11 a.m. A family member viewed the live stream and alerted the police at 4:14 a.m. Sadly, the officers were unable to locate him in time, and at 7:25 a.m., a passerby discovered the vehicle with 4 dead bodies inside.
He was live broadcasting, making threats about harming himself and harming children. We had lots of officers flooding the streets. We were in the process of issuing an Amber Alert. He executed the 3 children he had in his car, his own children, and then turned the gun on himself.
I saw blood on the ground under the car. The police came right away. I haven't seen cops act like that. That's how we started to get an idea that there was more than just a man who had shot himself.
Court documents suggest that Littlejohn's drastic actions were in response to an ongoing domestic dispute. The 3 children were later identified as 3-year-old Trinity Littlejohn, 4-year-old Aaliyah Littlejohn, and 6-year-old Kyron Littlejohn. Ego is a delicate thing, especially for those who have it inflated, and it can lead to terrible consequences. Like in this video, where a driver's bruised ego led him to act like a complete fool.
Oh my God.
盖着这个。哦，不要后边了。其实。开始求好。
你攞住個相機影。我呢個已經有㗎啦。
Even after the incident was over, he tried to overtake the other car by switching lanes in a very, very dangerous way. In yet another instance of teachers behaving inappropriately, a shocking incident occurred at Lake Central High School in St. John, Indiana. Samantha Cox, a 24-year-old English teacher, was arrested and led out in handcuffs after students reported her for using drugs in her classroom. The ordeal began when student John Rogers captured a cell phone video of Cox allegedly snorting what police suspect could have been a mixture of cocaine and heroin. According to Rogers, Cox tried to hide her actions by positioning herself in a corner of the classroom where she thought students could not see her.
She tried to hide herself because she wasn't at her desk where we could see. She was on the corner where she thought we can't see her.
Another student, Michael Sanchez, commented on the severity of the situation, noting the heartbreak of seeing someone potentially addicted to drugs.
A lot of people can get addicted to a lot of things, and something like this it's very heartbreaking.
Following the student's alert, school administrators contacted the St. John police, who then brought in a drug-sniffing dog from Dyer Police. Cox now faces charges of felony drug possession and misdemeanor drug paraphernalia and is being held in Lake County Jail. The response from the school and law enforcement was swift, with St. John Police Chief James Kveden commending the students for their integrity in reporting the incident. Lake Central Superintendent Larry Veracco assured parents in a robocall that the school took swift and forceful action and reaffirmed that student safety remains a top priority.
I'm just happy that the school, addressed it and they handled it very well from what I've seen.
I was absolutely horrified to see that video, that they were able to actually witness that and then be able to take out their phones and be able to see that in person.
Some predators never learn their lesson and can't help but reoffend. Christopher Jones from Cranston, Rhode Island, is a convicted sex offender accused of using a drone to peep inside a woman's bathroom. As police arrive at his property, Jones admits that he flew his drone into his neighbor's backyard and that he's very ashamed about it.
I'm actually surprised that you guys are here for this. I was waiting for you guys to come pick me up.
For something that happened earlier?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very ashamed about this. Very embarrassed.
Okay.
But I had a drone and I actually flew it in the neighbor's yard and
he also reveals that he was convicted for a separate incident 25 years earlier, but doesn't go into much detail about it.
We would like to clear this up. If you would like to come down and speak with the detective that's going to be handling this case and clear the air today, we would appreciate that.
my only fear is that I go down there and I speak to the detective and not with legal representation and then I end up staying there.
Jones appears to be very upfront about the current incident, and at first, the officer informs him they are still investigating and no charges are pending. However, after receiving further information, the officers put him in handcuffs and take him to the station. The reports revealed that the next-door neighbor was getting ready to shower when she heard the buzz of a drone from outside the bathroom window. When she went outside to check, the drone hit a tree branch and fell. The neighbor drowned the drone in her pool to disable it and called the police. Police then tracked down the drone's operator, which is what led them to Christopher Jones. Having a kid in the house and being here is a bit scary, said the neighbor.
Bro, I'm really with it, bro. I'll you off, bro. Straight the up. And if I can't wear you out, I'll cut the out you, bro. Try me. Try come outside and run it. Run it. Run that bro. And then after that, I want to catch a bus so I can get my ass home. Run it. Bitch ass. Run it. Fucking sissy. Run it. Run that shit. I'll wear your ass.
According to the poster of this next clip, a bus full of passengers ended up being delayed because the guy felt disrespected by the driver.
Is this security? I'm a laugh. Come and make your ass get off the bus, bro. I am gonna laugh at your ass. I'm gonna laugh at your mother.
I was playing Call of Duty. I don't know what the hell.
Straight up. I want the whole bus to see this. Straight the up. Straight up. Oh, now you're gonna get off the bus. Now you're gonna get off the bus. You a punk, bro.
We don't know how the disrespect happened, but this guy's being disrespectful to everyone who's just trying to get home after a long day of work.
My wrist? I will have you recorded your wrist. For what? What are you arresting me for?
Because here's the deal, okay? You didn't identify yourself.
Okay, I told you my name. I gave you my name, my first name, my last name, and my date of birth.
Failed to identify what state you're out of. I have no idea who you are.
I didn't understand your question. I said, what do you mean? I said, I work here. I work here. So obviously,
please put your other hand behind your back.
Please call a cop. Call another cop right now.
This footage from Wayne County, North Carolina has gone viral recently for all the wrong reasons. It started as a routine traffic stop, but the driver eventually refused to provide ID, causing the officer to become irritable. That's when the driver's 14-year-old daughter started filming. This is not only perfectly legal, but can be an important way to ensure that you have evidence if something goes wrong.
What are you doing? What are you doing? I didn't do anything. What are you doing? For what? I said who I was. I identified myself.
Look, don't come up on me. Don't come up on me.
Stop.
Well, tell her to get back in the car. Stop.
Call a cop right now.
However, when the highway patrol officer realizes that one of the woman's other children has exited the car, he pulls his weapon on her. It's a pretty serious overreaction, even if he didn't put his finger on the trigger. We get it, cops have stressful jobs, but nobody makes you sign up.
Call a cop right now. Get your phone out. Get your phone out and record. Record it. Record everything.
Put your hands behind your back, please.
No, I identified myself.
Please put your hands behind your back.
I identified myself.
Please put your hands behind your back.
No.
Ma'am.
You're trying to detain me for nothing. Get off of me.
Please put your hands behind your back.
I will not put my hands behind my back. No.
Put your hands behind your back.
No. Call.
This guy was yelling at that lady because she was yelling at her kid.
Yeah, I heard that. That's why I came back inside.
Yeah, but you have to leave whenever they ask. I'll leave whenever they ask.
You leave. Bro, unless you want to get. Just go. With the kid and go.
In Salem, Oregon, an unruly customer was asked to leave the restaurant by staff for yelling and cussing at a lady and her kid. This isn't unusual, at least not for Taco Bell, but what happened next took the incident to a whole new level.
Get my face there, boy. Go. You want to get your ass beat?
Get out of here. Big man.
Get out of here. He's already called me.
warned you. No, I ain't calling anybody. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything.
I warned you.
It turns out it was near closing time, and waiting outside the store was one of the employees' boyfriends. When he saw the commotion, he decided to take matters into his own hands, literally, and sucker punched the customer.
Okay, when you said the N-word, it instantly made his credibility go down.
The boyfriend chases the customer through the parking lot and delivers a few more blows before telling him he's no longer welcome back at the store. Behold, a white knight in a black t-shirt. That's sarcasm, by the way. The surveillance video starts out innocently enough. The man pulls into a gas station to pump gas and more or less goes about his business. However, out of nowhere, 2 cars pull in and several armed police officers jump out. They hold the man at gunpoint while they order him to the ground. Just as they do, yet another police car pulls up. The officer immediately arrests the men and starts searching the vehicle. Before long, they pull out several bags of what appears to be drugs. Someone must have tipped them off big time. This shop attendant displays remarkable tact handling a female customer who's clearly not in the right state of mind. As the CCTV footage shows, her body language seems suspicious, and the attendant immediately suspects that her card might be a stolen one. In response, he purposefully declines the card until she's left puzzled. According to the original poster, a few days later the police came and revealed that the flailing lady had racked up $4,000 of charges on the stolen card, just as the shop attendant predicted. On March 7, 2018, 30-year-old Georgina Garshala, a mother of 2 from Worthing, England, suddenly went missing. Her last known moments were captured on CCTV, showing her visiting a shop to get her phone fixed. She was expected at the local job center and had plans to meet her father, but she never arrived at either location. In 2019, due to a lack of evidence of Georgina being alive, the case was reclassified as a homicide. As of March 2025, Georgina's whereabouts remain unknown, and her case continues to haunt her family and the community. The police have renewed appeals for information, urging anyone who knows something to come forward for the sake of Georgina's family and justice.
She's a chubby girl. She's got a dress on that's appropriate. It comes down to about top of her knees.
So you're sitting here calling me fat?
Oh, you don't think you are?
No, because I love who I am. I'm sorry. No,
You
get
can
the out of my face.
I don't have to. And don't swear at me like that.
I don't give a shit.
I do. That's your problem.
It's hard to think of a following video that can be more offensive than one involving shouted racial slurs, but here we go. The woman in red is a leader of a church, attended by the girl filming. She is just following her into a ballroom to tell her, of all things, that she's too fat to be wearing shorts.
Don't come back on that stage with those shorts. I'm warning you.
Who are you? Who are you? Who?
Read my name.
I see that, but who are you to tell me what I'm supposed to do? No, get the out of my face. Okay, bye. 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 Because guess what? I've been recording this entire thing, and I will show my parents that I will never come back to this church because of how much you are disrespectful. You are so disrespectful.
You can hear the poor girl crying, but all this woman seems to be worried about is the poor girl's weight and her swearing. This poor girl will need years to recover from this. Though this is definitely not Australia, this would-be robber is about to play a game of that's not a knife, this is a knife. After some short discussion, the younger thief pulls out a small blade, only to have the shirtless clerk retrieve a truly massive machete from behind the counter. Remember, if you walk into a convenience store and the clerk is shirtless, you do not want to mess with him. This is 24-year-old John Lyons. He's looking for the controversial far-right streamer Nick Fuentes, but he's not here to deliver a pizza. He's here to deliver vengeance. Notice the gun in his right hand and what appears to be a crossbow sitting on the wall to his left. There's no doubt that had Nick answered the door, he would be dead by now. Lyons had already started his killing spree on the night of December 18th, 2024, shooting 3 people in downstate Illinois. He then drove 2 hours to Berwyn to the home of Fuentes. When the streamer didn't answer the door, Lyons fled from the police, entered someone else's home, and fatally shot 2 dogs.
I started to see some bright lights being flashed into the houses.
I started screaming, the police office, or somebody started screaming at him. He's got a black gold glove in their left hand, right hand, he no have a glove.
The gunman then fired towards police officers, who responded with their own bullets and put Lyons down, bringing an end to his rampage and his life.
Why? Why?
On On a crisp October afternoon in 2020, the seat outside the Chinese consulate in Manchester, England, was the stage for a chilling confrontation. Pro-democracy protesters had gathered to voice their concerns about the Chinese Communist Party and its increasing influence over Hong Kong. The atmosphere was charged but peaceful at first, until men emerged from the Chinese consulate and began tearing down the protesters' displays. In the chaos that followed, a protester named Bob Chan was gripped tightly by the hair and dragged through the consulate gates. Within the compound, he was punched and kicked. Eventually, officers from the Greater Manchester Police managed to pull Chan back to safety, with his body bearing bruises and scratches from the attack. The incident sent shockwaves through the UK. The British government summoned Chinese diplomats seeking explanations for the violation, but the diplomats claimed they were acting in self-defense. Eyewitness accounts and video evidence painted a very different picture. Ultimately, 6 Chinese officials were recalled from the UK and sent back to China. The police body camera captured an officer in upstate New York fatally shooting a 13-year-old boy who had been tackled to the ground after he ran from police and pointed a replica handgun at them. The teen was killed a little after 10 p.m. Friday in Utica. Officers in the city, about 240 miles northwest of Manhattan, had stopped 2 youths in connection with an armed robbery investigation, police said. The kids, both 13, matched the descriptions of the robbery suspects and were in the same area around the same time of day after, police said. One was also walking in the road, a violation of state traffic law. The body camera video released by police captures an officer saying he needs to pat them down to ensure they don't have any weapons.
The reason why we're stopping, keep your hands out of your pockets. The reason why we're stopping is you're riding the roadway and you're walking.
Oh shit, I forgot about that.
What do you mean you forgot about that?
Like he was just having fun. Like he was living over there.
Yeah. Can I just pat you down and make sure you got no weapons on you?
Immediately, one of the two, identified by police as Nayab Moy, runs away.
I'm running. He's bound. He's racing for his life.
Authorities froze frames of the video where a running Yamwei appears to point the gun at pursuing officers. Police also edited the video to insert a red circle around the weapon to show it to viewers. The officers believed it was a handgun, but it was later determined to be a replica of a Glock 17 Gen 5 handgun with a detachable magazine. During a ground struggle with the teen, one of the officers fired a single shot that struck the boy in the chest, Utica Police Chief Mark Williams said. The teen was given immediate first aid by the officers and taken to Wine Hospital, where he died, the chief said. The replica gun carried by the teen is in all aspects a realistic-appearing firearm with Glock markings, signatures, detachable magazine, and serial numbers, Lieutenant Michael Curley, a police spokesperson, said via email. However, ultimately it fires only pellets or BBs. The officer who fired his gun was identified as Patrick Husney, a 6-year veteran of the agency. Husney and officers Brian Patterson and Andrew Citrini were placed on administrative leave with pay. The person in this car is a murder suspect, and they are not particularly happy to be being followed by the police. After pulling the individual over, a police officer walks up to the passenger side and goes about initiating a normal traffic stop. However, after several moments, the man gets out of his car and fires several shots at the officer before chasing them through the neighborhood. He then returns to his and speeds away. Later footage shows the suspect being struck by a police vehicle during the ensuing chase. In 2020, a Chinese national was arrested after trespassing at a naval station in Key West, Florida, and taking pictures of military installations. According to reports, he disobeyed orders not to take photos, but his lawyer says he was unaware that he was trespassing and was simply there to take photos of the sunrise. He was the fourth Chinese national to be caught trespassing on the base. Suspicious. This video from Connecticut shows another brazen midday carjacking, this time in a Taco Bell parking lot. Surveillance footage shows the victim's car sitting in the lot when a man standing on the curb runs up and simply jumps in. Seconds later, the car owner emerges from the Taco Bell and immediately starts chasing the thief. Thanks to the window being down, he's able to get his hand on the wheel, preventing the robber from escaping while he's dragged across the parking lot. Finally, the man speeds off, but not before getting a good look at the assailant. Thanks to his quick thinking, the carjacker was eventually caught and will be sentenced for both theft of a motor vehicle and assault. Though he had a few cuts and bruises, the car owner's injuries were mostly minor. In 2017, 19-year-old Raymond Cableton Jr. went hiking with friends along the Lake Clementine Trail near Auburn in California.
So this is what happened, guys. We're over here, hiking trip. It was a Carmen, Ray.
I'm gonna record you on mine.
And me, bro. Hey, what's up? Say what's up, bro.
What's good?
All right,
Wait a second.
What date is it? 2017?
2017, the 11th, May 11th.
The 11th. All right, we about to...
Ray, wait, I'm gonna record this.
This is memories right here.
Hey, so we got my cousin, we got my boy Ray. All right, Ray, go for it. Do it, Ray, go. Go. 2, 1. Whoa.
They stopped near a river and one of the group filmed Raymond and a girl jumping into the water.
Carmen's gone.
Oh. Shocked by the icy cold temperature and strong current, the girl quickly clambered out onto the nearby rocks. However, Raymond had jumped too far, and despite him being described as being in really good shape, he was unable to escape the river's icy grip and was helplessly swept away. 2 weeks later, Raymond's lifeless body was discovered by another hiker 3 miles downstream from where the 19-year-old had jumped in. In response to the incident, a local ranger warned that when you jump into the cold water, it's a shock to the system, and to stay alive by staying out. But if you want to go into the water, wear a life jacket.
He's too scared to come out and talk to us. Excuse me, sir. What you going through today? This is the last
In Melbourne, Australia, a disabled pensioner claimed she feared for her life and felt trapped after rowdy tenants moved into her house on the opposite side of the street. She had reportedly witnessed several incidents of violence and had her home pelted by rocks from the neighbors she described as hellish and animalistic. While attempting to cover the story for Channel 9 News, a journalist discovered for himself just how unwelcoming the neighbors were. The head of the household ran inside and refused to answer questions, while the youth sprayed the journalist with a water hose.
Come on,
Well, he's frightened. He's gone inside. He won't talk to us. And here you are hosting me. Yeah, so it's okay for him to bully the neighbours though.
One good thing did come from this incident, though. After the news got involved, 59-year-old Margaret and her daughter were offered a new place to live. Once again, two drivers got into a fight, and a CCTV camera captured the whole scene. Just imagine checking your doorbell camera and seeing this unfold. The two cars start ramming into each other, and smoke starts pouring out everywhere. Take a look at the poor Mel lady. She's just trying to do her job. In another instance of extreme reactions to frustrating situations, a man was caught on video causing quite a stir in a GameStop store. His anger was triggered by the store's policy, which only offered him store credit instead of cash refund for a returned game.
I want my money back. There's nothing that I can do about it. That's just their policy. Like, it won't even come back in as a return for a brand new game. It's when I scan your receipt, it's going to see when this one was bought, and it's going to automatically give you trade credit. I'm really getting pissed off right now, man. I'm really getting pissed off.
The video shows his frustration escalating as he loudly voices his displeasure. Things quickly take a turn for the worse when his frustration boils over. In a fit of rage, he starts smashing shelves and knocking down everything in his path. Merchandise crashes to the floor, leaving the store in complete disarray. Employees watch in disbelief as the man turns a simple policy disagreement into a chaotic scene. It's like watching a real-life game of Grand Theft Auto, just without the cars and police chases. Let this next clip be a lesson to anyone who thinks they can just grab whoever they want. As the waitress bends over to retrieve something, a creep passes by and touches her. In response, she grabs him by the scruff of the neck and throws him to the ground. After officers reviewed this footage, 31-year-old Ryan Sherwinski of Palm Bay, Florida, was arrested at the scene and charged with sexual battery. The waitress, 21-year-old Amelia Holden, later wrote on Facebook, "What's done is done. He got what he deserved and I'm just trying to live my life."
Disgusting. Hey, come.
The golden rule for traveling on a bus is to keep your arms and germs to yourself. The Karen in this clip clearly didn't get the memo. For some unknown reason, she spits on the passenger sitting nearby.
Oh my god. Oh my god, what's wrong with you?
Spit on me.
He responds by ejecting her from the bus and she falls down onto the pavement. Clearly, she was in the wrong to begin with. But what do you think of the guy's reaction? The community in Brandon, Mississippi was particularly shocked by the events shown in this video, even if they don't seem disturbing on the surface. The girl in the footage is 14-year-old Carly Madison Gregg. After coming home from school, she walks into her parents' bedroom and shoots her mother several times, killing her. Then she returns to the kitchen where she plays with her dogs, waiting for her stepfather to come home so that she can do the same to him. Despite the cold and calculating nature of the crime, she was later found competent to stand trial and was sentenced to life in prison. In 2013, CCTV captured a near tragedy at a Taco Bell in Westchester, Ohio. 36-year-old Angela Wine experienced a medical emergency while driving her minivan. Losing control, she veered across 4 lanes of traffic, jumped a curb, and crashed into the front window of the restaurant. Surveillance footage captured the van narrowly missing a woman and her 3-year-old daughter, who had just vacated their tables moments before the crash. Several customers were injured by flying glass and debris. Wine and other customers were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, while others were treated at the scene. Police initially cited Wine for failure to control her vehicle, but noted that alcohol did not appear to be a factor in the crash. In some parts of the US, gas stations are as much places to hang out and talk as they are places to fill up your car. Of course, people don't always get along. In this footage, you can see a woman getting into her car after being addressed by a small group of people. After backing up, however, she decides to hit the gas, just barely missing the 2 men and hitting a nearby car. From the second camera, it's clear that she just speeds off, but it looks like the men may go after her. Let's hope they just call the cops instead of doling out their own justice.
Where's your manager? Can I speak to your manager? I asked for extra ketchup, and I thought, what is this? What is this? This is so much ketchup. I can't eat that. Are you making fun of me because I'm on a diet? Are we going to have a sugar and ketchup? How do we know you're on a diet?
This woman fits the description of a Karen to the K. Not only does she sport the right hairstyle and fit, she also exhibits Karen behavior in this footage. She is seen demanding a refund for a sandwich, which she claims to have too much ketchup in it. When she doesn't get her way, she slams the bread on the counter, splashing ketchup everywhere and creates a commotion.
I'm upset. Are you on drugs? Are you on something? How are you on the diet? Because look, I just made it. Yes, I'm on drugs.
Her tantrum continues for several more minutes as the store manager tries to reason with her. In October 2009, the Jamison family, consisting of Bobby Dell Jamison, his wife Sherry Lynn, and their 6-year-old daughter Madison, vanished without a trace from their home in Eufaula, Oklahoma. Their last known moments were captured on their home surveillance system, showing them packing their vehicle in a seemingly trance-like state which added an eerie twist to the disappearance. A few days later, the pickup truck was found abandoned in Latimer County, just south of Kinta. Inside, their malnourished dog, Maisie, was found alive, along with wallets, mobile phones, a GPS system, and a surprisingly $32,000 in cash, an amount the family wasn't known to carry. Over 4 years later, in November 2013, hunters discovered skeletal remains in a remote area less than 3 miles from where the truck was found. The remains were identified as belonging to the Jamesons in July 2014. However, the cause of the death remains undetermined, and the circumstances surrounding their disappearance continue to baffle investigators.
Lock that? Can you lock the door, please? I'm trying to wait, boy. The windows coming. They're gonna.
Here we go, back to New York City. This footage shows an as-yet unidentified man following 3 residents into an apartment building in Union Square, Manhattan. You can hear the man yelling at them from the moment that the camera starts. Once he gets inside, he screams slurs and threats at the 3 people, who seem to be just minding their business. In the end, you really need to feel bad for the poor dog who has to live with the guy. Here's another rather humorous robbery, though we doubt the assailants felt that way about it. Footage from this convenience store surveillance camera shows the robber first slipping before even getting to the door. Next, he runs behind the counter, but the clerk has already pulled his weapon and immediately puts a bullet in the man's leg. At this point, the suspect surrenders and attempts to talk his way out of the situation. However, the clerk isn't having it. He holds the man at gunpoint and calls the police. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Let me get a packet of hemp blunts. What you got? A packet of hemp blunts. And let me get a big light. Don't matter. Yeah, don't matter.
It's late. Quiet. Just another night at a gas station in Michigan. And this guy in his 40s grabs some drinks, heads to the counter like it's business as usual. He's chill, asking for tobacco products, nothing out of the ordinary. Then from the aisle, a second dude appears, rocking gray jeans and a black jacket with his hood up, which warns he's about to do something regrettable.
Let me get a bag, sir.
At first, he hangs back a few feet behind the first guy. He's just waiting in line like a regular customer, but things are about to get spicy. Out of nowhere, he pounces. He grabs the first guy by his jacket and pulls a knife like he's trying to reenact a scene from John Wick. Only he's forgotten he's not the main character. Fortunately, the first guy's got reflexes like a cat. He blocks the knife attack and pushes back against the would-be stabber, who nopes right out of the store, even grabbing a late-night snack can turn into a boss fight these days.
Yeah, that nigga just tried to stab me. I don't know who the f*** that is. Yeah.
Where is he at?
Huh? He's starving, huh? Yeah, I'm good. Man, I want to go kill him.
Good, man?
Yeah, he's starving.
In the main road, man. Unbelievable. Look at he's just looking at you. He's just looking at you. Yeah, I don't want to know, do they? I've never seen anything so funny in my life.
Oh, no, they're still going.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, this isn't a prank, and these two men aren't dancing in the middle of the street. This is a real road rage incident from the UK. One of the men had allegedly climbed down from the seat of his truck to take on a pedestrian who came too close when crossing the road. They squared up for a fight, and then it didn't do much else.
I don't want to know. Please sit there. Here's the second people. Oh, let's go.
Spectators called it the most pathetic fight ever and said it was like something out of a Laurel Hill and Hardy comedy.
Whose car this is, but when I tell you if they delivering food for somebody, I feel so bad for whoever delivering this food because they got roaches all in this garbage.
This is disgusting. Remember the infestations in the restaurant? Watch this.
Who's picking up anybody? It's the roaches all in this car. I'm talking about this is some nasty, foul, gutter snake type of shit. And you got the nerve to be having a Uber thing on there. Oh my God. When I tell you, I don't even want to park my car right here because there's so many goddamn roaches. It's like it got to be a dead body in there. I don't even want to turn my flash on, but it's roaches crawling in the back seat. It's everywhere. This is disgusting. And you know what? I don't want to pass no judgment because you just never know what people go through. But there's a lot of look at the dude on the window, and this could be a. It's 1 million roaches in there. 1 million. And whose food is she delivering? Whose food is she delivering?
This Uber Eats vehicle is completely infested. The car is full of insects, and what's most disgusting is that someone's food delivery is in there. Since the pandemic, a lot of churches have been broadcasting their services to people stuck at home. This is particularly lucky for those watching the service in Louisiana because it shows parishioners actively stopping a teen mass shooter.
I'd like everybody to be seated for just a moment. I would like everyone to join me in prayer. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners now and at the hour of our death.
According to police, a 16-year-old boy carrying a gun opened the back door of the packed church, though he was quickly ushered away. Police in tactical gear show up moments afterwards. The worst part is that this was actually a first communion ceremony for a bunch of second graders.
So guys, just get a hold of your child, go slowly. We did apprehend a young man. He is in custody. He is in the police custody. Calm down and just get next to your child and go slowly.
Here's yet another tourist incident that took place at the Rialto Bridge in Venice. If you're thinking of copying this idiot, just remember there's a lot of pollution, including sewage, in that water. Russia has always been a pretty wild place. And if you spent literally any time online, you know that modern-day Moscow is setting records for bizarre things caught on tape. This video claims to show a young Russian businessman being attacked by 3 assassins in the middle of a parking lot. This man is with a relative or girlfriend and appears to be helping her carry something from the car. Suddenly, 3 masked individuals hop out of the next car and give chase, shooting at the man, who disappears off camera. Moments later, he runs back across the parking lot just as the police vehicle pulls up, having heard the shots. Luckily, the assailants were quickly captured. Though sources were hard to find, it's claimed that this is the second assassination attempt on this man. Kind of makes you wonder just what sort of business he's in, huh? Antonio Andriani was making the most of turning 40 and had rented a house in Italy for his birthday party. Surrounded by family and friends, he was led up onto a podium so he could be cheered and celebrated by loved ones. After finishing his phone call, Adriani embraced the spotlight and began dancing to the delight of the crowd. Then, tragedy struck. The podium he stood on was actually the top of an old well. As Antonio danced, the stone slab gave way and the 40-year-old commercial director plunged more than 25 meters to his death. A girl close to the well lets out a blood-curdling scream as the other partygoers rush to help. They soon realize it's too late.
Okay, please, can you get out of my house, please?
Okay.
Please, can you get out of my house, please? This is so scary. This is so, no, please, this is so scary. No. This is extremely frightening. And this is my house. I can show you my Amendung. I can show you my visa. I'm Canadian. Please, please. No, this is so scary. And the fact that you came into my house and I'm naked in my bed, and you came into my room. That is disgusting.
A Canadian woman had a rude awakening while staying in a house in Germany. She claims that police officers entered the home and made their way into the bedroom where she was sleeping naked. It's understandable that she would be upset if that was the case, but why are the officers there in the first place?
That is just, yes, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. No, I'm not closing the door. It's disgusting that you came into my house and I'm naked in my room.
Can I talk to you for a second?
No.
Okay.
How would you feel if someone came into your mother's home while she's naked? And it's two men. It's two men. That's disgusting. It's two men. Two men while I'm naked in my bed.
Okay, just calm down.
According to the poster of the video, neighbors had made a fake burglary report. However, one commenter who saw the post on a German subreddit claims the neighbor called because the door was broken and left open. It's standard procedure in Germany for police to check for burglars in such scenarios, and if true, it's hard to blame the neighbors or police for doing what they thought was the right thing.
What is your problem? You came into my house unannounced. Unannounced.
Can I talk to? Can you listen?
Please. Can you please get out?
Yeah.
Can you
please shut the door?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Russian road rages are on a whole different level. Just watch this. These guys were angry, who knows why, and stepped out of the car just to show how mad they were. One of them grabs a hammer from his car and almost throws it at the other driver. Then he decides to leave the hammer behind, thinking he has a better option. And guess what? He comes back with a firearm and shoots at the car. It turns out the guy didn't even have a driver's license and was charged with unlawful possession of a firearm, property damage, and threatening death or bodily harm. Just the last charge alone could get him up to 2 years in jail.
So just give me everything. Give me the keys and everything. Give me the keys. Give me your money, everything. Keys, everything.
In a chilling example of criminal audacity, a mother and her child faced a terrifying ordeal right on their own doorstep. Called on a doorbell camera, this incident happened just as they were getting home from a shopping trip. They were suddenly confronted by two armed men demanding their stuff. The video shows the tense moments, with the robbers loudly demanding the keys and the woman's purse.
Give me the keys. Give me your money, everything. Keys, everything. Money, keys, purse. Here are the keys, purse.
In a panic, the mother quickly handed over her belongings. But as the robbers snatched the purse and began to bolt, the plot thickened when the husband, hearing the commotion, swung the door open. His abrupt appearance spooked the criminals, sending them sprinting off into the street. It turns out that shopping malls are popular places for creeps. At Rio Rancho Supermall in California, Juan Alvarez was arrested after stalking a toddler and her mother. He was seen on camera following the little girl for several minutes. The mother was unaware until she turned around, saw what was happening, and called for help. That's when the security guard rushed over and placed the predator in handcuffs. The guard, named Eddie, said he wanted to hurt the guy but remained professional and didn't want the young girl to see him beating up the man.
I really did want to hurt this guy, but I was trying to be professional. I didn't want this little girl that I'm trying to protect to see me beat up on a man.
Reno Valley Police Department took the suspect to Robert Presley Detention Center and charged Alvarez with indecent exposure to a juvenile. Welcome to Maricopa County, Arizona, where the man riding this bike is about to have a very rude awakening. As bad as this looks, you can see that the man eventually does get up, despite being very injured. It's pretty obvious that the driver of the Mustang did it on purpose, and, according to police, she claims to have had a good reason. Apparently, the man on the bike was her boyfriend, and she had just learned that he had been knowingly dating her without telling her that she was HIV positive. It's no defense for running the man down, but it is a reason. If you thought stealing from fast food workers was low, this criminal proved that he could go much lower. On November 26th, a man waltzed into a Taco Bell in Westland, Michigan, didn't buy a single crunch wrap, scoped out the place like it was Ocean's 11, and made off with a donation jar meant for charity. This absolute warlord of low-effort crime even had the foresight to cut the security cord before taking a lap and coming back to grab it like he just completed a fetch quest. And no, he didn't get rich. The jar maybe had a handful of coins and a few bucks. Security footage shows the suspect, around 60 years old, medium build, looking like he hasn't smiled since the Reagan era, and police suspect this dollar store villain might be tied to other thefts. It's a small-time crime, but still a felony. And in the words of Taco Bell employees everywhere, he didn't even buy a damn taco. By now, we all know that smoking is bad for your health. However, this proves the concept in a completely different way. In this video, a man is filling up his car when he decides now would be the perfect time for a cigarette. As he strikes his lighter, the fumes from the gas tank ignite, sending him running. He soon decides to come back and attend to his car, but pulling the pump handle out only sprays more fire around the area. Frantically, he tries to drive away as fire spews from his gas tank. Fortunately, he returns and at least attempts to put out the fire he caused.
Hold on! I've waited too long for this. You waited too long. So if you would like your money back, I will guarantee your money back.
They told me they had to leave. I ain't do.
He said.
I'll watch you on TV.
I understand, man. I appreciate that. No. So all I'm saying is, if you want your money back, I'll give you your money back.
This takes the cake for outrageous customer display. This playgoer interrupts a stage performance midway through to demand her money back. She becomes so disruptive that the actor on stage has to intervene. Wendell Pierce, the star of Death of a Salesman play, breaks character to stop the woman from causing a ruckus at the theater.
I'm not playing. Right? Go on with this show. Alright.
Showing true showmanship, he handles it with grace and a bit of humor, easing the tension in the room until the lady is escorted out. In August 2010, 20-year-old Amber Takaro went on a trip to Edmonton, Canada. She accepted a ride from an unidentified man near Nisku, Alberta, and during the ride, Amber made a chilling phone call.
Where are we by? We're just heading south of Beaumont, or north of Beaumont. We're heading north of Beaumont. Yo, where are we going? No, this is a... Are you kidding me? You better not take me anywhere I don't want to go. I want to go into the city. Jeez. Yo, we're not going into the city, are we? We're going. No, we're not. Yeah. Then where are these roads going to? 50th Street. 50th Street. Are you sure? Absolutely. Yo, where are we going? 50th Street. 50th Street? 50th Street. East, right? East. Over down. Bravo. Bravo.
She can be heard telling the driver, "You'd better not be taking me anywhere I don't want to go." Tragically, Amber was never seen again. 2 years later, her remains were discovered in a field in Leduc County. Despite the audio recording of Amber's final moments, the identity of the man remains unknown, and the case remains unsolved. In July 2019, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police issued an apology to Amber's family, acknowledging shortcomings in the investigation. They continue to seek public assistance in identifying the man heard in the recording. Here's some more Ring camera madness. This time, footage shows a man attempting to destroy several cameras that the woman he had been stalking put in place for protection. The footage clearly shows him kicking at the cameras in an attempt to disable them. He even climbed out onto the balcony to disable 2 other cameras. Fortunately, the woman was eventually granted a restraining order. This disturbing body cam footage shows a mother being confronted by the police for leaving her children locked in a hot car while she goes shopping. It starts with the police informing the woman that they have already had enough evidence to convict the woman of child abuse, but she is reluctant to provide the officer with her ID.
And this is not a matter of you're not going to give it to me. It's either you're going to give it to me or I'm going to put you in handcuffs. And right now I have enough to arrest you for child abuse. Okay? Let's not get there. Okay? You're going to add another charge if you don't give me your license. Here's what we're going to do. Are you going to give me your license, yes or no? Are you going to give me your license, yes or no?
Okay, I'm just asking what is it for?
No, I already told you. Are you going to give me your license, yes or no?
And you tell me
You're going to make the decision whether or not these handcuffs go on you right now. And it is as simple as a yes or a no. Yes, we continue the investigation. You can stay in here and we can talk. No, you're going into handcuffs right now. Other cruisers are coming here. We're going to place you in the back of those cruisers and we'll conduct our investigation that way. Yes or no? That's all I want to hear come out of your mouth right now. We don't need to do this in front of the kids. Okay.
But what's going to happen from this point?
We're going to investigate right now, okay? You're making this more difficult than it needs to be. You really are. You left children in a car. We're investigating a child abuse. And I start my investigation. I'm going to talk to you and question you and ask you things about this. And I start that by identifying who I'm speaking with. I'm not going to sit here and talk to somebody who I have no idea who they are.
I just want to know what are the next steps.
You are going to give me your ID.
What is the next step? Sir, no.
Stop.
No,
Stop.
No, please, no. I'm not going, please. Give me a chance. Please.
Stop.
Please.
Okay, are you gonna give me your ID?
All I'm asking is questions.
I'm gonna ask you again. Are you going to give me your ID? Yes or no? Yes or no?
I'll give you the ID,
Thank you.
I just want to know what are the next steps.
We're going to sit you in a car for now, and then we're gonna talk to you about it.
They can't take my
Okay?
kids. They can't.
We're gonna talk to you about it.
No.
I've tried.
The ID
I've
is
tried.
there.
I know. I've tried.
No. Please, like, come on, like, the ID is right there.
I know, but we tried.
They can't take.
I tried.
No.
You're gonna catch yourself in the charges, man, if you don't relax and just cooperate at this point. You understand?
All I was asking was questions.
I answered your question, did I not?
Unfortunately, the woman continues to refuse to provide her license, even after several warnings that she will be handcuffed. However, she still refuses, resulting in her getting arrested in front of her children. A 29-year-old youth basketball coach from Connecticut got hit with a full lineup of criminal charges in January after turning a post-game parking lot into a Grand Theft Auto cutscene. Brian Baez Rivera got into a heated argument with a parent after a girls' basketball game at Horace Porter School. The parent then walked up to the coach's car, probably to continue the argument, and Baez Rivera responded by plowing straight through them. The victim walked away with a broken nose, a concussion, and one hell of a story for every future school board meeting. Baez Rivera dipped from the scene, but then called the police himself, saying that the parent was chasing him and basically ran into his car. However, the surveillance footage said, "Nah, bro," showing he made zero attempt to avoid hitting the guy. The coach was arrested on charges including 2 counts of injury to a minor, second-degree breach of peace, second-degree assault, and second-degree reckless endangerment. I don't think he'll be attending basketball practice anytime soon.